Simon YouTube, and welcome back to another TCGO battle on the channel. Today we are taking on FreindTrey. So, if you guys are hyped for this, make sure to hit that like button because it is greatly appreciated. I will be also leaving Trey's Twitter link in the description below, so make sure to check him out. We are going to be continuing with our Volcanion. This will be our last games with Volcanion, and then next week we'll move on to a brand new deck, which I've actually already got made, so you guys don't have to worry. It's coming, guaranteed. So we're gonna hit this good old send the request. He knows it's best 2 of 3, so if we win 1 and lose 1, we're going to a game number 3. But Volcanion has done pretty well over the last couple matches, and here's hoping we can pull through with one more final game. So here we go, looking for that opponent. Depending on how long this takes, I might get it and just get us right into the game, but you never know. We've done... Oh, here we go. Trey is ready. He is playing a fire deck just like we are. Fire's gonna be pretty cool. He gets to call this coin flip. And we are winning it. That is great news for us. We are gonna go first. Yeah, first is the best. It'll help us out depending on our hand, because not always do you get a perfect hand, but we got a pretty perfect hand here. We're gonna play out the promo Volcanion. I apologize for that. I'm gonna play the promo Volcanion. He says good luck, and we are gonna say the same. Good luck, have fun. As always, it is nice and very nice to always greet each other, because it's just a game, guys. It's always just a game. These things do not matter. We see a Numal. So I'll be able to go for a max elixir here. No energies at all, so that is not good. And I just have to go for the 1 energy drop onto the Volcanion, and that's all I can do. That's all I can do. Turn 1 was kind of a dud. Turn 1, kind of a dud. Those 2 VS Seekers in my hand at the moment don't do too much on the Lysander. It won't be doing much either. We see an energy drop onto the Numal. Now I'll be able to drop this fire energy into the discard thanks to Volcanion-EX. I don't know why I'm yawning so much right now. We see a Lysander. Oh jeez. Goes for the tackle. That was a beautiful play. Beautiful, beautiful play. We need to put a Fighting Fury Belt onto this Volcanion here. Now, my play, I guess, is to drop the fire energy down on the Volcanion. But that's all I've got. My supporters aren't coming. Anything right now could save me. A Sycamore, a Hoopa, a Shaman. He drops a Charizard, so we know he's got some pretty good stuff coming our way. He drops a fire energy, grabs a max elixir. Does he get the fire energy? He does not. I think that's a fair play. Neither one of us got a fire energy off our max elixirs. It does 10 more damage to Volcanion-EX. We need something. We get a couple fire energies. All right. All right. We will drop down the fire energy here. And I'm going to leave the Volcanion up front. Well, I can't attack, can't do much. He got to stall out a couple turns. That was a fantastic play on his part, but my hand has been pretty booty. He has a Fennekin, so he's probably got the Delphox that has the ability to attack me with lots of damage for fire energies. We have another Volcanion. Wake up! Wake up! Alright, we can finally get ourselves into a better position here. I could just go for a Volcanic Heat and knock this thing out. That might just be what I do. Volcanic Heat, because next turn I can retreat out into the baby Volcanion, and I got the Sycamore that I needed. That was the right play. That was the right play. In my opinion, that was the right play. I could have gotten myself out of there, ditched all 3 fire energies, but hey, look, now I've got an attack off. I knocked something out. I don't think I can knock out this Charizard anytime soon. Now he's also getting those energies. If heads search your deck for up to 3 basic energies and attach them to this Pokemon. So he's got a lot of fire energy. He took all 5, so he's a Mega Charizard variant. For sure. For sure, he is a Mega Charizard variant. I'm going to opt to retreat out. I need a Sycamore. I need to get some momentum here. I have nothing at the moment. I do not need the 3rd Volcanion at the moment. We're going to take the Ultra Ball, and this should get us the momentum we need. We'll play a Scorched Earth. Max Elixir. We do get a fire energy this time, so we'll attach it to the non-damaged Volcanion-EX. We'll go for another Trainer's Mail. I can grab an N for the next turn. We'll attach a Floatstone to this Volcanion, and we are going to Ultra Ball away a Fire Energy and Volcanion for Hoopa. There we go. We've got some initiative here. Just like we needed. Because right now we're in a pretty bad position. We're going to search for up to 3. I'm only going to grab 1 Shaman and the Flareon. Just the 2. Because it's all the bench space I have. We'll drop down the Flareon. We'll drop down the Shaman. We'll grab up to 5 more cards here. No energies. I can Flash Fire and steal this energy, so that next turn I'll be able to attack with the Flareon. So we're gonna go for the Power Heater, do a little bit of damage, just some chip damage to this big old beastie. But this will give us the opportunity to set up Flareon for the next turn. Now my opponent has a fully set up Charizard, but he can only do 120 damage to me at this moment. Only 120. So he still cannot knock out Volcanion. Uses the Scorched Earth to grab 2 more cards. My tongue is tied! Tongue is tied! Twisted and all over. Goes for a Tierno to grab 3 more cards. And we'll see, he does get a Flareon-ex, so he is playing the big attacker himself. He'll be able to Flash Fire boost one of those fire energies off of the Charizard. He does not. He actually opts to go for the attack. Could that be a mistake? We could see. We could see. I don't need the escape rope. I can just stay in if I want to. I don't have a problem with this Volcanion going down. Sorry guys. Interesting play here. I'm gonna go for the Flash Fire boost off of the Volcanion. We're gonna go for an N. Yes, please. I'd like to drop down. Because what I'm thinking is if I can grab the fire energy for this guy, it'll be great. But I do not have it. Scorched Earth is the only trainer support I have. I had 2 energies on the top. And I don't have any other option at this point. Let's go for a Max Elixir, see if I can get an energy. I do. We're going to drop it down on the Volcanion, though, just to be safe. In case I have to, I'll save the Ultra Ball. I'm going to go for a Power Heater. So it's going to do 30. Volcanion and Flareon are going to both grab another fire energy. So, unfortunately I couldn't take out the Charizard, but I got some more chip damage down on it. I'm alright with that. It's taken 60. We get a Professor's Letter off of my opponent, so he'll be able to grab 2 more fire energies. 1 probably for the Scorched Earth and 1 for the Flareon. Remember guys that the Fire Blast, he does have to discard a fire energy every time he uses it, so he may opt to actually hold off on discarding that energy. He goes for a draw 3 with the Tierno. Does drop another Flareon, we have to keep note on that. My momentum is not that great in this game. He does have a little bit more shift, like he just knocked out our Volcanion, and although I'll be able to get in here with Flareon, he'll be able to attack me just the same. And unless I grab a Fighting Fury Belt, I might be in a little bit of trouble afterwards. So our Pokemon are in here, just the 2 Volcanions. We do need to be careful on our VS Seekers. And at this point, I'm going to sacrifice 2 cards and get my... You know what, let's sack him. We'll use the Super Rod and Sycamore. Because I want to get this Flareon. This way, I know that the Pokemon are back in the deck and I can actually grab them after. So Super Rod can come through. We'll grab 1, 2, 3. Throw them back in the deck, and we will VS Seeker for a Sycamore. So here we go. Sycamore comes up, and we will play said Master of Cards. Give me lots. Alright. Did not grab the item of choice, but we can at least grab a Floatstone down onto this Volcanion. And we're going to continue to go for, just double checking math, we do 130, which is enough, because it's 60. So Blaze Ball will knock this thing out now, which is amazing. Here we go, 2 prize cards, 1 being Professor's Letter, 1 being a Fire Energy, which is probably what we need. He cannot knock us out, he can only do 110 damage to us with the Blaze Ball. That is why I opted to get the second Flareon, because this way, if anything goes wrong, I can start setting it up as well. But if we... Oh, he's playing Blacksmith! He's not playing no Standard! It's alright. That's alright. He'll actually be able to knock us out at this point. Little unfair there, using a tool we're not opted to use, but that's okay. That's okay. Blaze Ball does not knock us out, it's only 150. But we'll be able to go for a huge knockout here. We're doing 5 by 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 130. So it's 150 and then 1, yeah. That is the way we have to do it. So we're going to drop an energy onto the Flareon. We're going to opt to go for a Steam Up with the Fire Energy left in our hand. See if I can grab any more Fire Energies that's left. There are 2 more. We're going to take them. I'm going to opt to go for... I'm going to use Flash Fire on this Flareon first. And we're going to go for the attack. So Blaze Ball should do 170. It does 180. Does knock out my opponent's Flareon as we grab 2 more prizes here. And it's just 1 left. We do get the Fighting Fury Belt a little late, but that's okay. My opponent does not have enough energy, though, to attack with Flareon. But if he's using Blacksmith, he might have the good old energy in the back. So he might have a Blacksmith here, which will give him the ability to attack with Blaze Ball once more. Flareon will be able to go down. And I don't know if I can come up. So yes, Blacksmith is still around. He plays another, and that should be enough to seal the deal on my current Flareon. So Flareon does go down. But now we don't have a VS Seeker here. Because if I could get a VS Seeker, I can knock out that Fennekin. So we're going to go with the Fighting Fury Belt down. We'll play Volcanion, get ourselves some energy drop. Same idea, Fighting Fury Belt on the Volcanion. Flash Fire boost. I'm in a bit of trouble. Think I'm in trouble. I didn't think I played an energy at this. I played an energy on the Volcanion. Played an energy on the Volcanion. That is going to probably seal the deal here, because I don't have enough energy to actually go anywhere. So, let's go for a Scorched Earth. Maybe I can re-grab that escape rope. I cannot. Go for it. Yes. I need that escape rope. I have a 1 in a lot of chance. I did get the escape rope. Okay. And I have a fisherman for the following turn. So we're going to go into the Volcanion. Trainer's Mail. Uh-oh. I goofed. Okay. I know what card's there. I only have 1 turn left. I have an end though, so I'm not totally out of this. I'm going to go for the Power Heater to grab the energy for Flareon and the energy for Volcanion. Okay, that was a close one. We did get out of that little bit of a pickle. The Flareon would have knocked us out. Well, not knocked us out, but it would have been putting us into a really bad bind. But now that we are back in this game, we should be okay. He grabs 2 more fire energy, most likely. Just, yep, there they are. Both fire energy. They're gonna be fire energy. It's a straight fire deck. Grabs an energy for the Delphox, places it down. Now he'll be able to retreat out here and go back out to that Flareon. But I have a good old friend in Fisherman, and that's what I'm hoping that will win this game. Because I can attach an energy to... Goes for a Blacksmith, so he'll be able to knock out this Volcanion. Cannot Lysander me out. That is a good thing to note. Drops 2 fire energies down. Can I do 210? He has an Emboar-EX as well, which is a pretty powerful hitter. Doesn't actually opt to knock me out here. I have to end. Opt to end. Yes. I have to have my deck back. I get 1 card, and it is the Fisherman, the card I need for next turn. That is beautiful. So, I'm going to opt to grab that energy off of our Volcanion-EX. This is a very weird first game. I've made a lot of misplays, so don't count that as me playing well. This has been kind of odd. But we're going to do 30 damage. A little bit of chip damage is all we really need. My Flareon is now going to be souped up, especially after the Fisherman drop next turn. If he's got the Delphox, he's going to play it now. He's got 6 energies on that Flareon. That's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. That's 120, 170, 180. Now we will be able to knock this thing out because our Flareon, even if he goes for a... Pokemon Center Lady might actually have just saved him. So our Volcanion is going to go down. But we are going to be able to play Flareon here, and we're going to be able to get a Fisherman off. Which will net us 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 energies. Alright, we're going to drop 1. So that's 6. We now are up to 120 there. Plus the 50 is 170, 180. With this, we actually should have this final Flareon. This is good. This is good. Steam up one more time. We're putting out all the damage here. Can we do this? Yes, we can. Blaze Ball coming through. 240 damage. We can take it a Mega with that thing. We ended up picking up the last VS Seeker there. That was really close. Like, beyond close. The Flareon plays that he made were fantastic. I could have done better. But we've got possibly 2 more games still. So this is going to be a long episode, guys. Hold on tight. Game number 2 is on the way in just a moment. Alright, match number 2, we are going to be seeing what can Trey do against us this time. Knowing that we are using the Volcanion deck, can he come back from this? Is there a way he can potentially get that trade off and learn that my Volcanions are really, really viable? With having 2 of them on the field, it gave us that extra 60 damage push that would eventually give us the win on that last match. We have no basic Pokemon, so we actually have to... He doesn't either, so this is fine. And he does have the Delphox... he does have the Delphox for energy draw. He's sportful, so we've got to be the same, and I can't spell, so I'm not even going to try. Your opponent still has no basic Pokemon, and all we have are Volcanion-EXs. Okay, and no supporters to back us up. We're going to go with the full art. We'll put the secret rare down below, because the secret rare is very pretty. It's alright, I know what we've seen. I know what we're playing against, and he does have a basic this time. Question is he going to be able to contend? Because we are in a bad pickle. Volcanion-EX is not the best starting mon. As you can see, it took us 3 turns to really set up. That was a long game to really keep our momentum. We did not have momentum that entire game, so I gotta say that was close. I guess I would love an additional card. We get a Scorched Earth. He is an Emboar-EX, so I'm not too worried. Mind you, that thing can do a Spiral Punch and just take me out. It goes for a Tyranno, so he can draw 3 cards. He has a Numel, most likely for the camera boost, I think. He has a Professor's Letter, so he'll be able to grab 2 more fire energies from the deck. There he goes. And the giant fire piggy is gonna not be able to attack me this turn, thankfully. Alright, can we get some help here? We at least have Ultra Balls, which I'll probably opt to discard here. I'll use an Ultra Ball to get Hoopa. And I'll use an Ultra Ball to get the Volcanion. The baby Volcanion, that is. So, Hoopa. Actually, yes, I will. Switch your deck for up to 3 Pokemon. Yes, I would. One's going to be Shaman. And I'm going to grab 2. Oh, I can't grab 2. There's only 1 Flareon. I have to find the other Flareon in the prize counter. Alright. I'll opt to not get the second. Or the 3rd Volcanion. I don't need it. We're going to drop a Flareon. Drop the Professor's Letter. We'll grab 2 energies, fire of our own. We're gonna drop one of them onto this Flareon here. Now, do we ditch the Super Rod? Yeah, I want a full clean hand. So I'm gonna Scorched Earth up here. We're gonna go for an Ultra Ball. Ditch the Super. As much as I don't like to doing that during the early game, I really do have to. I got cat hair in my mouth. My kitty cats were wanting to play earlier, and they got to play. Had these little rubber bands that we have. Threw them around the house. They loved it. We're going to draw 6 cards. Got a Max Elixir. And we got a Float Stone, which is huge. Let's see if I can get a Fire Energy. I do, and I know exactly what we're doing. Going on to this baby Volcanion here. We're going to go for a Float Stone drop onto this big bad boy. I have not used the supporter yet this turn, so I'm going to easily retreat into this guy. And I'm going to get some damage off on it. It can't knock me out unless he gets super lucky. And it'd be good for me to get some damage onto this Emboar early. So we're gonna go for the Flareon and the Volcanion that doesn't have any float stone on it, just due to the fact that, you know what, if for whatever reason it comes up into the active position, I at least have some energy on it, but it'll probably get taken into Flareon in a moment anyway. So we see a Professor's Letter. He'll be grabbing 2 more fire energy. We see a camera up here which has Ram and Eruption. I've never seen that card in play. Each player discards the top card of his or her deck. This attack does 60 more damage for each energy discarded this way. Alright, so he's doing 80 damage. That's a lot of heads he got. That's actually very scary for us. Now that he's attacking though, I'm not in a great position. I've only got 1 energy back. I'm gonna opt to Scorched Earth. Get 2 cards. And at this point, I'm going to Sycamore. Because I do not need the cards in my hand. I need some energy. I need some plays. I got everything that I kind of wanted. Fighting Fairy Belt onto the active Flareon. This Volcanion will probably just take another hit and go down. But my Flareon will be in perfect shape to attack the following turn. Trainer's Mail gets me a Sycamore. More important than the Scorched Earth, because my opponent cannot get rid of the Scorched Earth. We are going to go for a Trainer's Mail again. We'll take the VS Seeker. VS Seekers are always handy. I'm going to opt to go for the energy drop on the Flareon. We can go for the Flash Fire onto this one here. Take it! We have 4 energies now on Flareon, and we're going to go for a 5th with the Power Heater. Because we dropped an energy, had one in there, so Flareon and Volcanion. Done deal. 5 energies down. Lots to go. Can Embor take a knockout here? It can do 20 damage. Can it do 50? Camerupt is now getting powered up. My opponent does not have those Flareons this time, nor the Charizard to really scare us out. I'm not threatened by Embor, and he's not going to drop 2 more energies on it. Gets a tail, so it's only 20 damage. Not bad. I get a Scorched Earth here. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted Volcanion to go down. I don't really want to Sycamore these 2 VS Seekers away. Sorry about that. Alright, we're gonna just go for a Power Heater here. Get a little bit of chip damage down. This way Flareon can take out the knockout. I did forget to Flash Fire, but that shouldn't kick me in the butt too much. The Embor has taken 60 damage. Our Flareon now can do, what, 150? So it'll be able to knock out the Embor. We see another camera up to hit the field. The one on the bench has got 2 energies. No energy drop yet, though, I don't believe. Did ditch an energy for a card draw from the Scorched Earth. I'm a little nervous on this, but I'll admit it's a little weird of a game. I do need to score that Flareon out of the prizes, though, in order for us to take anything, because if I don't, I'm in trouble. Especially with the Super Rod in the discard pile, I cannot grab my Flareon back. And that actually is going to be very, very crucial. My opponent doesn't know that, but if I can't get that Flareon back or it gets knocked out, I'm going to be in trouble. And Volcanion still does not go down. Volcanion still does not go down. Alright. We're going to Flash Fire here. Take the energy off of you. Yeah, we'll take the energy off of you. I don't have much to say. I kind of have to opt to go for VS Seeker. Like, there's no reason to do anything. Let's just go for a power heater. I'm not wasting the cards just yet. We're at 80 damage take. He's taken 80 damage, and none of his Pokemon really do a ton. The max his camera up can do is 80 plus 60. It can do 140. Gets a Pokemon fan club though, so he's now going to be able to get those attackers out, getting that Flareon, getting double Flareons here. He's got more than we do. So both of them are probably going to get dropped onto the field now, and he's going to start taking those energies off of these attackers and putting them onto those Flareons. Because that's what I would do. Drops an energy onto the Flareon. Now I am honest in the sense of I am more afraid of the Flareons than I am of this Emboar. So if he drops energy to... No, he just goes for the Spiral Punch, but he will knock out my Volcanion now. But I can go into Flareon and kind of start doing things that I want to do. We get the Max Elixir. So we're going to opt to go for that. See if we can get that energy. We do. We'll drop it down on Volcanion here. I do 120, 170. I'm going to opt to go for a VS Seeker into a Lysander and start taking out those Flareons before they're set up, because I know those are the bigger of the threats. So let's get that one that's got the energy on it, and let's knock it out. So we're going to go for a Blaze Ball, and there goes one Flareon. Can we get the Flareon that we're looking for? We do! Okay, thank you! We're not out of this game. If our Flareon goes down, we can now recover. We can now recover. He sets up an energy drop. He's hoping to get another good hit off here. Steals an energy from the Emboar, as he does. Now he can go for an Eruption, which will do 80 damage. And if either of us have Fire Energy on the top, it's going to do 60 more. So he has the opportunity to do a lot of damage, actually. Blacksmith is going to grab him 2 energies for that Flareon. Again, that Flareon is going to be the biggest threat in the long run. Neither one of us ditch it, so we only take 80. But I am going to VS Seeker Lysander up that other Flareon and get rid of it. We are going to be able to grab a Fire Energy. In reality, I'm going to put it on this Volcanion, but it'll be for the Flareon in my hand. As I go for another Lysander drop. And we're going to go grab that Flareon right now. We're going to take it out just the same way we did last time. We're definitely not, at this moment of the game, now that I know I've got the Flareon, I've got a Fighting Fury belt in hand for it, I feel very comfortable with how this game is progressing. With the camera up, it'll be able to do a guaranteed 80 damage, which will be 160 to my Flareon. But at the same point, I can now knock out another... I can knock out the Emboar. The Emboar is not set up to attack. Does not get a Fire Energy, so I'm actually still alive here. And if I pull up that VS Seeker, which I don't, I'm going to opt to see what he does for this escape rope. Lysander is the bane of his existence. It is. It really is. It stopped him in his tracks from getting anywhere with what he wanted to do. Goes out into the Charizard, which actually ends up being the exact thing we want. So we're going to switch into this Volcanion here, and we're going to retreat into Flareon. So we do 180 thanks to the good old Fighting Fury belt, and we're going to just take the Blaze Ball. This will knock out Charizard, claiming game number 2 in our favor. We got lucky. Flareon did not go down. We ended up getting set up really nicely, actually, and we were able to get those Lysander kind of just boom, boom, boom. Took out the Flareons. It was lucky that we had those VS Seekers in our hand that entire time, because I was definitely considering discarding them. But sometimes not playing your cards is sometimes the best thing you can do. Huge shout out to Trey put a lot of pressure on me game 1, started to get the pressure on me in game 2, but I did have the counters for it, so it was unfortunate that it was in my favorite game 2. But that is going to be all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, we're going to be playing Rayquaza, so if you guys are hyped and ready for it, make sure to check out next week's videos, because they are going to be pretty amazing. But until then, time out.